feeling pretty fired up, kind of pissed off that I'm 11th.
No pressure, do not mess up.
On my 50th Mountain Dew.
Got the wings touched on the straightaways and out for downforce in the corner, like a ball do.
Cleetus McFarland has become the center of intense conversations inside the NASCAR garage, and what veteran drivers are saying behind closed doors might shock you. From Greg Biffle's heartfelt endorsement to Christopher Bell's surprising take on the social media star's racing abilities, the NASCAR establishment is split on whether the 4 million subscriber YouTube sensation belongs on America's premier racing circuits. But the most revealing comments come from drivers who've actually raced against him, and their unfiltered opinions are changing everything we thought we knew about Cleetus McFarland's place in professional motorsports. Greg Biffle, the former NASCAR champion with an estimated net worth of $30 million, has become McFarland's biggest supporter in the NASCAR community. Their friendship extends far beyond social media interactions, as Biffle has taken on an unofficial mentoring role for the YouTube star. The 2003 Cup Series champion didn't mince words when describing McFarland's potential.
I basically have taught him everything he knows about driving a car. Okay? And today, he's going to...
Biffle's support comes with realistic expectations. Following McFarland's challenging ARCA debut at Daytona, where he crashed on lap 15, Biffle offered his trademark humor about the upcoming Talladega race. You think Daytona was crazy? Just wait until Dega. I think I need to work on my driver coaching a bit so we don't zig when we should have zagged. The NASCAR veteran continued his playful commentary on McFarland's driving abilities, stating,
Now, if he does some dumb shit out there, that's not me. I did not tell him to do that. Now, if he drives that thing to the front and gets the trophy and tears up that infield, and we together don't wear sleeves for 2 years...
This candid assessment reveals something crucial about how NASCAR veterans view McFarland. They see genuine potential mixed with the unpredictability that comes with non-traditional racing backgrounds. Christopher Bell, the current NASCAR superstar who recently dominated with 3 consecutive wins, offered a surprisingly positive perspective on content creators entering NASCAR. While Bell hasn't directly raced against McFarland, his comments about outsiders bringing fresh energy to the sport suggest he's open to YouTube stars proving themselves on track. Bell's own journey from sprint cars to NASCAR dominance gives him unique insight into unconventional paths to success. Ryan Blaney, known for his outspoken personality, offered a measured perspective when Cleetus McFarland was discussed in his presence. While Blaney admitted he has a love-hate thing with social media, he acknowledged the different approaches drivers take to content creation. Blaney explained his own philosophy.
Opposed to people just watching it, that are not at the racetrack. So I mean, after qualifying, I signed at the fence for an hour, after qualifying with everybody in that building there that has access to the garages, and just like trying to focus all your energy on that and not have to do skits. Yeah, and I've always tried to not be have my phone out recording, hey, look at me, look what I'm doing, I'm such a nice, cool guy. I just want to try to do it in person and in...
However, Blaney showed respect for alternative approaches.
I mean, guys have done it a different way, and that's just the way they are. But, me personally, I've just tried to, when I'm at track, I try to give the people there the experience and not have to make it seem like, hey, I'm only doing this just because there's a camera on, right? I'm just trying to do this. Thank you for being here. Spend time with everybody. And that's just the way I've always approached it, and that's what I'm comfortable with. But, there's other ways to do it, too.
This diplomatic response suggests Blaney recognizes that content creators like McFarland simply have a different style of fan engagement, even if it's not his personal preference. However, not all reactions have been universally positive. Denny Hamlin, the veteran Joe Gibbs racing driver and podcast host, has expressed clear skepticism about content creators potentially getting NASCAR opportunities based on social media following rather than racing merit. When discussing all-star race entry criteria, Hamlin sarcastically remarked, I think an open race is fine, but just, right now to make it. You can win this year, last year, any other all-star race. Fan vote and fan votes. We got all kinds of shit that gets you in. I mean, I'm surprised the next move isn't whoever's got the most content followers. Cleetus McFarland's our 24th entry. This pointed comment reveals Hamlin's concern that NASCAR might prioritize digital influence over traditional racing accomplishments. While Hamlin acknowledges McFarland's massive social media presence, his tone suggests he believes entry into premier NASCAR events should be earned through on-track performance rather than follower count. Kevin Harvick, during his interview with McFarland at Talladega, offered this assessment.
Not gonna lock that in.
I think for me, you're a great example of actually what I try to tell people all the time and that is once you come to the racetracks, especially in an atmosphere like Talladega, if you haven't been here, you don't understand it. TV does not do it justice. Nope. Is that fair?
This quote shows Harvick viewing McFarland as someone who genuinely appreciates the NASCAR experience and understands what makes the sport special, rather than just treating it as content creation. Harvick's tone suggests he sees McFarland as authentic in his passion for racing, which is significant coming from a veteran who has seen many outsiders try to enter the sport. The fan community has been equally divided in their reactions. Reddit discussions reveal a split between traditional NASCAR fans who believe McFarland should earn his spot through conventional racing ladders and younger fans who appreciate his authentic passion and entertainment value. One popular Reddit comment summed up the debate. At least he's not just writing checks. He's actually out there learning and improving. What's particularly interesting is how McFarland's approach differs from other wealthy outsiders who've entered NASCAR. Instead of immediately jumping to top-tier equipment, McFarland has chosen to start in stadium super trucks and ARCA, showing a respect for the development process that many NASCAR veterans appreciate. Greg Biffle's involvement in Hurricane Helene relief efforts alongside McFarland last September revealed another dimension of their relationship. Biffle, a licensed helicopter pilot, and McFarland worked together in humanitarian efforts, demonstrating that their bond extends beyond racing. This shared experience has given Biffle deeper insight into McFarland's character, leading to his strong endorsement. McFarland's performance at Talladega showed significant improvement from his Daytona struggles. He secured his first top 10 finish and first completion of an ARCA race, demonstrating that his Daytona crash was indeed a learning experience rather than an indication of his true capabilities. With Biffle's guidance and the NASCAR community watching, McFarland proved he could bounce back and adapt to the challenges of superspeedway racing. Industry insiders suggest that McFarland's real test won't be single race performances, but his long-term commitment to improvement and professionalism. NASCAR drivers respect dedication and continuous learning above all else, and McFarland's willingness to invest time in proper training and equipment has earned grudging respect even from initial skeptics. The broader implications of McFarland's NASCAR journey extend beyond individual opinions. His continued progress could influence how NASCAR and teams view other content creators seeking to enter the sport. The drivers understand they're witnessing a potential shift in how racing talent is identified and developed in the digital age. From a technical standpoint, several Cup Series drivers have privately admitted that McFarland's car control and racecraft awareness exceed expectations for someone with his limited oval experience. His improvement from Daytona to Talladega, including his ability to maintain composure under pressure and adapt to different racing conditions, has impressed competitors who initially viewed him as merely a publicity stunt. Veteran crew chiefs working ARCA events report that McFarland asks intelligent questions about setup and strategy, demonstrating the serious approach that earns respect in the NASCAR paddock regardless of someone's background or social media following. Ultimately, what NASCAR drivers really think about Cleetus McFarland comes down to respect for his genuine passion and willingness to learn, combined with realistic expectations about the challenges he faces. The verdict is still out, but one thing is clear: McFarland has earned the right to prove himself on track, and the NASCAR community is watching with interest rather than dismissal.